Alright, so if you ever catch yourself in an oily situation, you're working on your fan belts and you mistakenly break the oil pressure sensor switch, well, not a big panic. You can replace that pretty easily. If yours happens to have a gauge, then there's a good chance you have the little apparatus that is shaped like a bell. So once you grab the little pigtail and the broken piece out of it, what you're going to want to do is grab yourself a 9/16 wrench and remove this unit, just the way I'm doing it here. Now, I had to turn the shaft over just to kind of prevent it from turning. So once I loosened it off, you can very easily just turn the unit like so. There might be a little bit of oil coming out of this, so not bad. Okay, that's all there is to it. So, okay, so you have your new one here. Roughly, this will cost you about $50 to $60. If you order it from the Rock, you might save a little bit of money. So, like I said before, if yours has the gauge, you're going to have the bell. And if yours just has the telltale light, you'll have something similar to this. It won't be as big, but you will have like a one-wire connector type of setup. There's a small, tiny little hole for oil to pass by. So you'll also want to take note, if there is thread tape on there, that's good. If there is not thread tape on there, you're going to want to put some thread tape on that, because if you don't, oil will leak through there. So just something to consider. Okay, so when you're threading this back in there and you're tightening it down, don't over tighten it. You don't want to overdo it, because if you do, something breaks, you're going to end up having hot oil spraying all over the place, followed by you being in hot water with your wife. Trust me, nobody wants that on a Friday night. Just snug it up, don't crank on this. Remember, there's not that much meat there. It doesn't need to be torqued to 100 foot-pounds. Alright, so once you get the unit in there, start the car, let it run. Make sure it gets to operating temperatures. Remember, oil is more thicker when it's cold, so it loses its viscosity once it's warmer. So warm oil might be more susceptible to leaking out of small areas, especially if something is not right. But just keep an eye on it for a while. If you're driving along, you smell oil leaking on something hot, well then chances are that's where it's coming from. So that's all there is to it. I mean, 5-minute repair, it's so easy your mother-in-law could do it if you really wanted to get her to do it. Anyway, lads, take care of yourselves. Don't party too hard. Happy Friday. Well, I'll catch you here next.